these next few weeks with my son and my friend, Hu Chang. Then I'm going to take Luke back to Louisville to start the school year. Period. End of discussion.
Not quite. You've not allowed me to offer my side of the discussion. Have you ever heard of Erin Sullivan?
No. Yes. Memory was stirring as she made the connection. She's a journalist. There was some kind of big fuss about her a few years ago. I didn't pay much attention to it. You were keeping me busy down in Venezuela at the time.
Not exactly a fuss. She won a Pulitzer for her stories about the earthquake at Qinghai province in Tibet a few years ago.
He paused.
She also worked side by side with the monks and the Chinese soldiers rescuing the victims of the quake. By the time the Chinese government decided that Erin Sullivan was gaining too much star power and influence among the Tibetan people, it was too late. The villagers throughout the mountains were regarding her as their angel of mercy. Very admirable and dangerous. China doesn't appreciate interference in their policies in Tibet. But she's an American, and that gave her an umbrella of safety. She had no desire to be an activist. She didn't consider it her place. She just helped where she could.
So why are we talking about Erin Sullivan?
Unfortunately, she's become a problem for us.
How? You said that she's not trying to stir up trouble.
Sometimes people cause turmoil just by being what they are. He added, dryly, if an angel of mercy becomes a victim, then that means a martyr. Martyrs can ignite wars.
She stiffened. And has Erin Sullivan become a martyr?
I don't know. I don't believe it's gone that far yet. What we do know is that she disappeared on her way to write a story about an orphanage in the mountains 2 months ago. She hasn't been seen since.
Why hasn't her newspaper raised hell?
She's freelance.
She just dropped off the face of the earth?
I didn't say that. There have been rumors.
Rumors? From what source?
The same source that sent me a tip that the unrest and revolt building among the Tibetans because of Sullivan's disappearance might cause an upset with Big Brother China if it wasn't addressed. It wouldn't take much to do that. China has always been more ready to attack than negotiate.
And China was responsible for Sullivan's disappearance?
Not that we can confirm.
Stop pussyfooting around. If she's been missing 2 months, you must have an idea where she is. You wouldn't want to send me in blind if you didn't. She's an American citizen.
And Tibet is still a wild and desolate land where anyone could be lost for decades and never found. We've been making inquiries and tapping our sources.
Sources? Again. What sources, Venable?
Have I piqued your curiosity, Catherine?
No. I've been trained to question and probe. You had a hand in that training. But she had been caught and held by the story of Erin Sullivan. It made her angry. She hated the idea of good people being thrown to the wolves, as the journalist probably had been. She supposed she should be accustomed to the lack of fairness in the world by now, but she never got used to it. And I won't let you lure me into searching for her out of sheer curiosity. I left my son for over 3 weeks while I pulled your hot potatoes out of the fire in Colombia. I want Luke to remember that he has a mother who cares about him. I'm sure whoever you send after Erin Sullivan will be competent.
You've told me yourself that you have to walk carefully around your son to make sure that you don't overwhelm him. He got along without you for 9 years just fine while you were searching for him.
You know he didn't get along fine. Rakovac tried to destroy him and almost succeeded. She felt a ripple of pain as she remembered the torment of those years after Rakovac, a Russian criminal, had tried to punish Catherine by kidnapping her 2-year-old son. He had kept him for 9 long years and tried to turn him into everything that Catherine would hate. She had only recently managed to free Luke, and they were still tentative with each other. He survived, but I probably won't know how damaged he is for years. Yes, he's had to be independent all his life just to avoid Rakovac's abuse, but now he has to know I'm there for him.
He has his tutor, Sam O'Neill, and Hu Chang.
I'm his mother, damn it.
A mother who Luke isn't sure he knows what to do with,
Venable said bluntly.
He knows about surviving neglect and torture.